talking to EFF supporters, it's very rare for me to come across supporters who are ideological. A lot of them essentially say, the ANC let us down, we're going to give the EFF a chance. We don't have services. In Kwakwa, it's Vusi Chabalala is corrupt. We're going to give the EFF a chance, right? So they're not necessarily talking to me about Marxist revolution. They're not talking concepts. They're saying we were let down and there's a gap and we want to give the EFF a chance. So with that in mind, are you ideological or are you pragmatic when it comes to the needs of the people?
But that is ideology. What more do you want? When people say there are no services, that is ideology. Right. The people want their land. The people want their wealth. They want to own it. They are let down by the ANC. When people say to you, we don't have water, that's ideological because water is life. They are being denied life by the ANC. They will not put ideological issues like theoreticians, like intellectuals. You cannot expect that from the masses anywhere in the world, including in Cuba. When you go to Cuba, you can't get the best of the best articulation of Marxism. So to expect that, it will be unfair on our people. They give the EFF chance because of the ideological perspective of the EFF, which seeks to change the patterns of property ownership in South Africa from the haves into the hands of the have-nots. So that's what we're dealing with.
20th century history, it hasn't really worked for a lot of countries when that's happened. History of socialism.
Yeah.
Cuba, recently Venezuela, I guess, in many ways, Soviet Union. You've been asked this question, you're not a stupid guy. I'm not going to come to you and with some zinger and go, where did socialism work? And you go, you're stumped, right? Is there a way for you to truly have Marxist, socialist revolution in this country when socialism's track record has been so bad over 100 years?
But why are you not giving example of China, for instance? You deliberately omit China.
But they turned capitalist, didn't they?
No, they never said that. They are led by a Communist Party of China,
right,
which is in pursuit of socialism. They have to develop the productive forces first so that there is equal distribution. There is enough to distribute. So to say China has turned capitalism is actually incorrect. They've never abandoned the strategic vision and mission of the Communist Party of China.
So they're a model.
So they are a model. That's what we need here in South Africa. We need to develop the productive forces so that when we now unleash a full socialist state, we've amassed enough to distribute to everyone. Your success, I don't know how you measure it, because you cannot measure the success of a socialist revolution through the success of capitalist revolution. Because a capitalist revolution is measured through profits. In a socialist revolution, we don't measure through profits. We measure its success on how it has taken care of its people. The high levels of literacy in Cuba, the child mortality in Cuba, the life expectancy in Cuba, the type of quality of life the people of Cuba live. It is what we want for our people. They must have access to the best education. They must have access to the best health facilities. They must have access to proper schooling, proper houses, and they must get jobs for themselves. Obvious. A socialist revolution in a world dominated by capitalism, it will be isolated. It will find it difficult to survive. It will not be as perfect defined by a capitalist system, because the two are not the same. We want a system where we all produce and then we distribute amongst ourselves, not for individual profit. We don't want that.